Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Afkar and I would like to talk about the site study. So, an introduction to the site study. This building is called Project Perumahan Awam Malaysia. It is located at Precinct 11 Putrajaya, and this building actually consists of 22 story and have a total 132 units of residence. So the build up of each unit is from 1000 square feet to 1200 square feet. There are also 3 public lifts and 1 fire lift. There are few facilities in this building, which is meaning grocery store, laundry room, kindergarten, futsal court, basketball court, and also surau. And this building is handled by property manager from Azmi and Co Sendirian Berhad.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zulhilmi bin Abdul Halim, and I will be presenting about water supply system and sewerage system in PPAM Palma apartment. The water supply system is indirect water supply. The clean water from outside is supplied into the ground floor water tank. The water then flowed into main and support water tank at the top of the building by using rising pressure pump. From these 2 tanks, water flowed into each units in the building. There is also rainwater tank located at the same floor with main water tank for future use. Other than that, water is also supplied into water tank for fire purpose. The water tank then supplied every fire hose in each floor. The reserve water tank also provided as support to the main water tank. The suggestion to improve is by adding sensor device, which is to ensure that there is no outrage of water supply. The sensor also act to detect the usage of water, also leakage and overflow. The pros of the improvement is it can reduce the waste of water usage and increase the efficiency of the system. The cons is high cost of installation and maintenance. The sewerage system used is 2-pipe system, which the soil waste and water waste using separate pipes and ventilation. It is to ensure waste pipes can be used for a long period of time and able to carry a lot of waste. The sanitary drainage is combined system. The stormwater and in-house waste transported through combined sewerage. The suggestion to improve is by adding extra pipe and sensor. The pipe act as reserve pipe and it will be open when the sensor sense the drainage is about to get overflow. The pros is to reduce the possibility of overflow drainage since the system used is combined system. The cons is high cost of installation and maintenance.
Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone who is listening. I am Jwan Haikal. Will continue the presentation regarding the building services in PP1M Palma. For the first one, electricity supply system. In residential building, single-phase electric power is commonly utilized to power components such as air conditioning, elevator, lift, and so on. As per our site investigation, the smart city of Putrajaya use underground distribution system. PP1M Palma consists of 263 units that require a medium amount of electrical energy. Based on the study, we can quickly discover and comprehend the information regarding the building energy supply system. Here are information based on the information from Encik Taufik, the building executive, and our external observation. The first one, Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB) provide the building electricity which enter the building substation, which comprises of a switch room and a transformer room. The electricity will transported to the low voltage room, which contain the main switch, which consists of the primary control switches. Electric riser will take the wired electricity distribution and link into each floor electrical room. Subsequently, the electricity is directed to distribution board, which control the switches on electrical appliances. Next, as per advantage, underground line have a less visual impact because they are buried underground. For this advantage, underground line cannot be upgraded to carry more electricity, unlike above line, which can easily upgraded. For opinion and recommendation, we are of the opinion that system The system distribution which is underground is a good alternative to achieve a smart city building. But for recommendation, we would like to advise the implementation of smart meter. Smart meters are capable of sending the real-time energy use of an electrical system that link utility and extremely brief interval. Next, for the communication system, PP1M Palma utilizes a main distribution frame (MDF) that link component within the telecommunication facility to subscriber carrier equipment via cable. Every cable that enters the main distribution frame will be distributed to the local equipment exchanges, a modern service that is given to the client by the telecommunication company. A riser will be used to spread the cable in order to carry the telecom cable. A telephone equipment room was also present in the building, which gave telephone services to the resident. According to Encik Taufik, the type of telephone layout used in the is the branching layout. It is suitable for the strata building. The communication between the staff is used through personal phone. As per advantage, the system use can be quick and accessible, whilst everyone has their own telephone unit. As per disadvantage, the system issues have a higher electrical bill. We are of opinion that the system television in building is quite old school. We recommend that the building communication system can be upgraded with a better system, the uses of walkie-talkie and so on. So thank you, and we move to the next slide.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Hanis Hanima, binti Zairudin. So I will present about refuse disposal and air ventilation system. So for our case study, the property is using the control disposal system because it has the storage and bin room to restore all the wastes from the resident. As for the collection, also the property has a daily schedule. Next, pros and cons for the control system is this system is not threatening the environment. For the cons is, firstly, the problem of this system is the location of the storage of the bin room might be hard or inaccessible for the resident. Okay, so next, unpleasant smell. So this system also can cause the unpleasant smell to the property. This is because the bin center or bin room will produce the smell due to many waste in there. Other than that, the cons for this system is the occupant may not responsible. Next, the opinion and recommendation. So this system is suitable to be used for this building. However, they need some improvement in terms of the storage and collection part. Firstly, the storage. For the storage, they can well manage the refuse by provide more bin center on each floor. Other than that, the management should provide more workers to collect the waste. This is because lack of workers might cause a problem on the collection of waste. Okay, next, for the air conditioning and ventilation system. For our case study, the building is using the natural ventilation system, which only use the window and open space for provide a good ventilation into the building. Okay, so next we move to pros and cons of natural ventilation. So first, the pros is the system save costs and energy. However, there are cons for this system, which is the weakness for the system is it cannot keep the same temperature in the building, especially during summer. Other than that, the resident or people in the building also exposed to the polluted air. For the opinion and recommendation, they should use the mechanical ventilation such as a fan system. This is because the system can provide a fresh air into the building, at the same time ensure the residents' satisfaction as well as improve the building profile as smart building.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Amirul Mukminin and I will be continuing with two topics of this case study, which are the firefighting system and the mechanical transportation system. Now, for our case study, there are several active fire protection systems inside the building, which firstly would be the automatic fire alarm and sensor. It helps to detect smokes fires and other hazards to trigger the sirens to alert. And then we have the fire sprinkler that will shower the area which alarm triggers from a specified water supply system. The third one would be the usual that we see, which is the fire extinguisher that is used to stifle or control smaller fires during or under suitable conditions. The fourth one would be the wet riser, which to me it is very important and beneficial as it distributes water to multiple levels or compartments of the building via dedicated water tank that firemen can use. And lastly would be the fireman elevators, because this would dedicated for firemen to access multiple levels during the fire incident. So the elevators are equipped with generators to supply the power in case of power shortage. When it comes to the passive fire protection system of the building of our case study, firstly we have the fire appraised floors, then the fire appraised walls, and lastly the fire resistant doors, also known as fire doors. So for every single item mentioned here, every passive fire protection help in compartmentalizing the building and delay the spread of fires for a specified amount of time. That depends on the regulation and the specs of each item that I have mentioned. Plus, fire doors serve as two functions: a barrier to stop the spread of fire when closed and means of escape when opened. Next, let's talk about the pros and cons as well as the opinion and recommendation for the fire protection system that are present in the case study building. So, firstly, the pros of the fire protection system is the building is well equipped with active fire protection systems. However, it lacks a few more passive fire protection systems, and it becomes a concern to the safety of the building and the occupants during fire incidents. However, our opinion is that the management gives a fair concern for firefighting systems. A lot of fire protection systems are well prepared for the building. And then it is recommended that for the management to add means of escape and exit signs as extra passive fire protection system for the building. Now, moving on to the mechanical transportation system, our finding for the case study is that the buildings are equipped with 2 gearless traction elevators per block, and it is the only type of mechanical transportation available. So, let me tell you a bit of fact for the traction elevators. Are lifted by ropes which pass over a wheel attached to an electric motor above the elevator shaft. A counterweight makes the elevator more efficient by offsetting the weight of the car. Last few points for the day is by presenting to you the pros and cons as well as the opinion and recommendation for the mechanical transportation system that is available in our case study. So firstly, when it comes to the pros of the mechanical transportation system, this type of traction elevator travels fast but consumes less energy. The maintenance is also fairly cheap. Now, moving on to the cons of the transportation system, the cost of installation is significantly expensive. Then, our opinion for the mechanical transportation system is that the type of elevator used is purposeful as it travels quickly for high-rise buildings and cheaper and easier to maintain. So lastly, our recommendation for the mechanical transportation system inside the case study is for the maintenance or the management to make sure the elevators to be maintained periodically.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about the building security system. This building have their own security officers, and the security room is located near the lobby area. Inside the security room, there are 2 security that are going to monitor the system. There are also CCTV in each floor of the building. Each unit of residents also have their intercom so that the residents can directly report to the security if any emergency situations happen. Inside the security room, they also have 2 private intercom that can be used if emergency happens, which intercom directly to fire station and also hospital. So in conclusion, the Putrajaya area is one of the areas categorized as one of the technological cities. So this is because the Putrajaya area is one of the planned areas where every area in Putrajaya needs to get permission from the Putrajaya Corporation before doing any building. So therefore, any development in the Putrajaya looks neat and organized. The system used in the housing area are also very neat, where every road around the housing area is equipped with a closed circuit system to monitor the situation in that housing area in Putrajaya.